through the eyes of a traveler. Hello world and welcome back. Currently on the Karakoram highway, and my last two videos have been on the Karakoram highway and the things that I did en route. But I'll be getting off here very soon, and then it's on to Fairy Meadows. And I'll be showing you some of the most dangerous roads in the world. The idea was to actually take the motorcycle up, but locals told me it's not possible. I did take the motorcycle a little way, and that was just a little way. Returned back, took a jeep, and that was the best decision, I think. You'll probably agree with me as you see the terrain unfold. Anyway, 2 jeep rides. One jeep goes halfway, and then the road there is being repaired, and we walk a little and jump into a second jeep. At the end of the second jeep ride, we enter a village area, and from there you have a choice. 2.5 hours of hiking, or you can take a horse. Now, I'm normally a hiker, but this trip, with the overindulgence of great tasting, unhealthy food, I might add, my ability to hike has been curtailed considerably. And also because I love everything equestrian, everything horsey, the opportunity to ride a horse in these kind of terrains, this wonderful, dangerous, high altitude terrain, was something I couldn't turn down. So horse it was, and then it's all the way to Fairy Meadows. I will share in another video what happens when we get to Fairy Meadows, but I think the journey in itself is so epic. I think this is good for now. What do you think? Drop me a comment. Please do share your thoughts. Off to Fairy Meadows. Off to Fairy Meadows we go. So this is the drop. That's the road. This is my young driver.
Yeah, thank you.
Very young, very young. He looks.
Guide.
My guide.
My guide.
Zabardast. So we changed jeeps to a second jeep, and then we're heading in the direction of Fairy Meadows. I've been told it's snow covered. When we get there we'll know, but this is the path we take. Adventure comes at a price. In my case, it's being out of breath all the time. So this is the driver of the Jeep. He calls me uncle and I call him nephew. And every time I call him nephew, he smiles. He loves it. It makes him feel young. And why not? In previous years, jeeps used to cross this bridge, but now far too unstable, only used for pedestrian and I guess animal crossings. So much of the north of Pakistan is an unforgiving climate. It's an unforgiving terrain. But people still live here and they love it. Why? Because maybe through solitude and not being affected by the world's modernity and technologies, they keep an innocence and a integrity that we may not fully fathom in the West.
So 2 jeeps ahead, or behind rather, and now it's hiking territory. And it's a 2.5-hour hike, but they've recommended that I take a horse. And being of equestrian persuasion, shall we say, I will take that advice and follow it. So this is the path, and off we go. 1, 2, 3. I'm walking behind because I want to show the path, and it's a nice little path. I have about 30 kilograms on my back in a rucksack. That's slowing me down. Plus, let's not forget the 100-kilogram weight that I'm lugging. It's probably 95 now, but it's only because I've had a stomach upset. Best described as the worst kind of diarrhea you can have. Ugh. But these are the kind of things you have to pass through. Oh wow, the breeze I can feel the snow air, the cool breeze. So as we can see, this path is about to go one of these days, but I think I'll show you this path. Okay, we're on snow. Not much, but there's a little bit. Let's see if it's slippery or sludgy. No, it's good. So much grit embedded in the snow that it's not slippery at all. Rightio, now it's time to switch the camera off. See you in a little while, folks.
At times the pass is 2 foot wide, sometimes 3, but sometimes barely a foot.
So these are the paths that we're taking. Reminds me of the Rockies or somewhere in America. I'm not hiking, I'm on a horse. And the horse is Fateh, this one. I checked, he's not sweating, he's breathing a little but not heavy, so he can handle my weight. A strong mountain horse. Looks like a mule, but it is a horse. And these are the routes we're taking. Up top you can see some of the mountains which have snow on top. But where we're going, they've told me it's still snowing there, or there's snow there. Normally people come here when it's lush green, so we'll see Fairy Meadows in a very different season. So this is called Midway, but it's not halfway, it's past halfway. They've made huts to rent out, but right now, as I said, I'm not in season, so everything's closed. But so there's huts, there's a river, flowing water, and then there's the Pakistani flag. There are places in Pakistan when you travel, you just feel a love for the country. And there are people that you meet en route that you feel extreme love for. But then, like any country, sometimes you get people who maybe don't paint the best picture of a country. And I unfortunately encounter many people in many countries. But I know one fact, that the majority of people in a country are good people, good folk. I know this because I've encountered so many problems, so many issues, and it's always local people that pull me out of those difficult times. So God bless them all wherever they are. So now the track turns into a snow track. And the beauty changes. We have snow everywhere and a very slippery track, which I'm trying to ride this horse on.
So that's all, folks, from me. I wanted to show you Fairy Meadows, but I don't want to make this video too long. And I think the journey here had its own charm, and there was a drama to it that really had to be incorporated in a video of its own. But part 2 is coming very soon, and that will be Fairy Meadows. I will try to show you Nanga Parbat, or Nanga Parbat, as the Hollywood actors and movies and series call it, where, I don't know, the assassins, the 1,000 assassins. Actually, it's the League of Assassins, my correction. So I'll show you that in the next video. But for now, thank you for watching. Stay safe, stay happy, and for those that are on 2 wheels, please ride carefully. God bless you all.